I like the layout of the course very much. I think it challenges the low handicappers and is very playable for the mid and high handicappers.
All different levels can play on this course.
I think it challenges you from the get-go.
And the first tee program here is one of the best, if second to none. It is the best in the state of West Virginia.
The men have a league, the women have a league, the kids have things going on. Like, it really is kind of the whole package here at Locust Hill. Everybody's very welcoming.
Love the folks here that play golf, but a lot of great relationships and friendships with people here.
You know, sometimes you can only judge a course by their members. We have a great core membership here.
I was able to build some fantastic relationships here, and that's why I've been here for 30 years. When you join any club, you're joining to play golf, but you're really paying for the experience. And the experience here at Locust I found to always be a good time and a fun affair.
To schedule a tee time, become a member, or see upcoming events, visit www.locusthillgolfcourse.com or call us today at 304-728-7300.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
The following sports special is a broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR, Martinsburg. It's time for the fun of a summertime tradition with Little League All-Star Baseball.
Play ball!
And now, let's go to the ballpark and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Welcome to Day 4 of the District 6 Area 1 Little League Tournament for the 10-12 All-Stars on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Today we'll decide who plays Jefferson in the runner-up game to make it to the district tournament tomorrow, weather permitting, of course. Here between Hedgesville and South Berkeley, Dylan Bishop and Colton Musgrove with you on the call. Kyler High back at the studio. Ethan Elliott behind the TV 10 camera. Pre-game show brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online and they'll deliver it to you, and if you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit them online at fordofhagerstown.com. Hedgesville and South Berkeley here have had an up-and-down ride through this tournament. South Berkeley started off with Morgan County on Thursday. We're able to get a 6-0 win over Morgan County with a great performance on the mound from Bo Burkhart. And Hedgesville started off their tournament with a loss to Jefferson 10-2 and had to drop down to also take on Morgan County, and were able to get them in a 4-inning affair, 10-run rule. In a 13-1 victory in the end, actually. So, Colton, both of these teams have been able to experience the best and the worst of this tournament so far. So we'll see how it evens out today and who gets to take on Jefferson.
Yeah, you said it. I mean, both of these teams have dominated and have been dominated by both teams. And the two teams that they have lost to, Martinsburg and Jefferson, are the two teams that were just in the championship. And Jefferson being the favorite to also make it out with the runner-up. And it's just...
We'll be back in 60.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Our starting lineups today are brought to you by CMA Honda Winchester, located at 3985 Valley Pike in Winchester. Call 540-686-1622 at CMA Honda Winchester. Owners just care more about you. South Berkeley and Hedgesville getting ready to get started here as the lineups are announced from the PA onto the field. Teams come out. Let's get you the starting lineups here for you listening at home. South Berkeley's going to start with Jonah Robbins, the shortstop, number 4, followed by Colton Nichols, the pitcher, number 88. In the 3 spot would be Blake Benjamin, the third baseman, number 2, followed by Tanner Kruger, center fielder, number 3, in the cleanup spot. In the 5 hole, it'll be Grant Boyce, catcher, number 1. Then Aaron Larrick, left fielder, number 22. In the 7 hole, it'll be first base, number 14, Bo Burkhardt. Then right fielder, number 5, Mason Deal. Then extra hitter, number 44, Noah Foltz. And extra hitter number 25, Nolan Cave, followed by second baseman number 20, Riker Powers, and extra hitter number 33, Daryl Hunter. On the other side for Hedgesville, it'll be pitcher Jacob Burns, number 21, leading off for Hedgesville, followed by Bowen Stoll, left fielder number 27. In the 3 spot, it'll be first baseman number 17, Henry Staup. Then third baseman number 78, Braxton Whittington, will hit cleanup. In the 5 spot, it'll be number 5, Noah Myers, the extra hitter. Then Braylon Harper, shortstop, number 11. Hitting 7th will be center fielder, number 3, Jackson Campanelli. Then it'll be J.P. Kaplan, second baseman, number 1. Followed by Bryce Murphy, catcher, number 24. Then right fielder, number 2, Parker Markley. And 2 extra hitters round out the lineup for Hedgesville, Colton Wilson and Colton Hay, number 10 and number 6. And with that, we'll take a 3-minute break. Back at the studio. Give you 3 minutes, and then after those 3, we'll come back. Just about ready for first pitch here on TV 10. This is Little League Baseball. We'll be right back in 3 minutes.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
First pitch coming up on TV 10, and it's brought to you by the Marius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg or call 304-263-4343. Bill Bishop and Colton Musgrove with you on the call. TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Kyler High's back in the studio. Ethan Elliott's behind the camera. Getting you ready for Hedgesville versus South Berkeley, an elimination game that decides who will play Jefferson tomorrow to become area runner-up and move on to the District 6 tournament here for the 10-12 All-Stars. Colton, we're going to see pitchers here that we've seen already in the tournament for the first time, if I heard the press box correctly. Everybody's available today except for Bryce Murphy from Hedgesville, who still needs an extra day off before pitching again. So we're going to see Jacob Burns and Colton Nichols throwing to their catchers behind the plate, Bryce Murphy and Grant Boyce. Starting batteries brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced and certified technicians. Call 304-901-4777. Burns is going to start off as South Berkeley comes up in the top of the first. And he had a rough one in his one outing so far, but it did seem like Hedgesville was just trying to, pull him early so that he could be available for a game such as today.
Yeah, definitely. I was looking at his stats, and you were right. He did not have his best game, but, pitching 0.1 innings, giving up 1 hit, 3 earned runs, and walking 3. So, just not a good game. I think just got out of it kind of early, and as we were saying, if you get out of it, if you get in your head in this game too much, it really, really affects your performance, and we'll see if he can work past that.
Our top of the first coming up is brought to you by Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations. Robert Fields & Sons, a family-owned full-service funeral home proudly serving the area since 1880. South Berkeley coming up with Jonah Robbins to lead off. It'll be Robbins, Nichols, and Benjamin up in the top of the first. The defense behind Jacob Burns on the mound for Hedgesville was Braxton Whittington at third, Braylon Harper at short, J.P. Kaplan at second, Henry Staub at first, and your outfield left to right is Bowen Stowell, Jackson Campanelli, and Parker Markley. It's 81 degrees here in Hedgesville. 8-mile-per-hour wind, 14-mile-per-hour gust, 37% humidity. It's a nice day for baseball. Perhaps this is
Berkeley,
barely
4,
the hottest
Jonah
day of the
Robbins.
tournament so far, but it's been right around this area the whole time.
We have been graced with good weather, luckily.
Yeah.
It was a little scary yesterday, but nothing really happened.
And that unfortunately might come to an end tomorrow,
Yes.
as there is a high chance for rain, which would, if it does what it's projected to do, as first pitch of the game is a ball outside, might not get to see the runner-up game until Tuesday. But we'll see what Mother Nature has in store. Here's the 1-0. That will be taken for strike one. Jonah Robbins sticking in the leadoff spot for South Berkeley, swings through strike two. And that 1-2, Burns gets it on the outside corner for strike three. Robbins let it go by, and he goes down on strikes.
Now batting number 88, Colton Nichols.
Colton Nichols is up. He'll be the starting pitcher for South Berkeley. Burns fires one in low, bouncing for ball one. Nichols has himself one hit on the tournament. It was a RBI triple early on against Morgan County. This is foul away. Burns with a 1-1. This will be outside ball 2. Nichols in the last game for South Berkeley against Martinsburg went 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. And the next pitch will be outside from Burns as well. Jefferson gets to just watch by today and see who they'll take on in the runner-up game. There's a strike to run the count full. And now a payoff pitch. This is soft on the ground. Going to be a hard one for Harper to come in and get in time. It's thrown just wide of stop. And, well, now because he ran into fair territory instead of just the line, Nichols is going to be out. And that's 2 down.
Now up,
just
number
those
2,
small
Blake
little
Benjamin.
base running errors and little just mental errors can just really hurt, especially early in a game.
So it will go down as a hit, but it'll just be a single officially sent down, going for a double, even though Nichols just barely stepped into fair territory. A strike is into Benjamin to follow. It was thrown just past stop to the fence, and his instinct was to go for second. Then he saw he probably shouldn't, but it was too late as he stepped into fair territory instead of just running down the line.
Yeah, you saw him a little bit like, do I go back, do I go back? But by then it was just too late. Stop already had the ball, and it was out of time.
And, of course, in the heat of the moment, try to avoid the tag, he runs out of the baseline into foul territory. Blake Benjamin comes up, has the 1-1 now. He watches ball 2. Burns readies and fires. That'll be a high ball 3. And now this one's the ball as well, full count. Benjamin still looking for his first hit of the tournament. He has gotten himself on base with a walk, but this time, trying to watch ball 4, he watches strike 3 instead. 2 strikeouts for Jacob Burns in the inning. And that single immediately turned into an out as well, so it's only 3 up and 3 down for South Berkeley. No score as we go to the bottom of the first. After 60 seconds, we'll be back with more Little League Baseball on TV 10.
Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg is looking for joyful, dedicated primary lead teachers for grades K through 4 to join our vibrant team for the 2026-27 academic year. We're searching for educators who believe in more than just lesson plans, teachers who inspire a love of learning, build confidence, and weave biblical truth into every subject. At TCCA, we offer so much more than a classroom. With a 100-acre campus full of outdoor adventures, daily research-based agriculture classes unlike any school in the state, movement-based instruction, equestrian education, and bi-weekly student choice clubs, and and a Christ-centered classical education that connects learning to real life. Our students don't just thrive, they flourish, and so do our teachers. If you're passionate about laying a strong foundation for young learners and want to be part of something bigger, we'd love to hear from you. Email your resume to Rachel Hull at RachelHullTCCA@outlook.com. That's Rachel Hull TCCA@outlook.com to apply or learn more. The Classical Christian Academy is located at 7192 Arden Noble Road, Martinsburg, West Virginia 25403.
The bottom of the first on TV10 is brought to you by the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Looking for a home in the tri-state area? Call the Larry DeMarco team at 304-263-4222 or visit them online at modernrealtyresults.com. Nothing doing for South Berkeley in the top of the first, so we move to the bottom of the first, where it'll be South Berkeley in the field and Hedgesville due up, and Colton Nichols will go at it again on the mound.
Yeah, I mean, as we were saying, neither of these pitchers had good outings last time they were up, and we already saw Burns do a lot better than he did his last outing. Nichols, he pitched 2 innings, 5 hits, no walks, but six earned runs. So just like I said, neither of them really had good outings, but we saw Burns turn around. Maybe Nichols can.
Yeah, tough outings on both sides against Martinsburg and Jefferson. We talked about it, how those looked like the two best teams. They met in the area championship last night. So today, Burns and Nichols are looking to potentially have a little bit of an easier affair against each other, including right now as Nichols faces Burns at the top of the Hedgesville order. And Burns swings at the 1-0, center field. Kruger right underneath of it in center for the first out. Gives us a good chance to look through
second, number 27,
the South Berkeley
Bowen
defense
Stowell.
in that outfield next to Kruger on both sides. It's Aaron Larrick in left and Mason Deal in right. Infield is Blake Benjamin at third base, Jonah Robbins at short, Riker Powers at second, and Bo Burkhart at first. Of course, Boyce behind the plate. And Stowell, after taking a pitch, lines one down the left field line for a single that he can stretch into a double because Larrick slipped as he tried to get up with the ball. It's a one-out double for Hedgesville.
Number 17, Henry Stopp.
Just great base running there by Stowell. I mean, it's so important at this level, just getting there, watching, and getting that extra base hit.
Here comes Henry Stopp. He's been quiet throughout this tournament as he swings through the first pitch. Part of that is because nobody wanted any part of him in his first game. He got pitched around by Jefferson. The 0-1 will come in inside on the breaking ball. And then in his second game against Morgan County, he got on with an error and then was hit by a pitch, so he didn't have much of a shot. But he's taking big cuts right now, but Nichols is making him miss. 1-2 is the count now. Next pitch, stop, swing, and a miss again. It's a drop third strike, though, back to the backstop, and it got far enough away from Boyce to where he has no play, and there's now runners on the corners.
I mean, we've seen in this tournament a lot of dropped third strikes that has resulted in a runner on first, and it's just those little errors, those little mistakes can lead to runs, unfortunately.
And Nichols had so much break on his off-speed pitches there that he not only threw off Stopp, he threw off his catcher as well. He couldn't hold on to it. And Whittington takes the ball inside. Stopp dancing around from first, trying to force a throw. 1-0, Whittington will foul away. Whittington cleared the bases with a double for 3 RBIs against Morgan County. This is Stopp going for second base. Nichols tries to make the play at third, just not quite in time with the tag. Close one. So gives Stopp a stolen base. Counts 1-1. This gets away. Run's going to come home, sliding, safe in time. Stowell scores and makes it 1-0 Hedgesville.
Just another wild pitch leading to just more problems for South Berkeley. I mean, the drop third strike that got stopped on base.
And Whittington lines this one in the center, and Staub's going to be able to come home, and it gets past Kruger in center, so it can be at least 2 bases for Whittington. He thinks about 3, and it nearly had to pay for it as Robbins got the ball in just barely after Whittington dove back to second, but that's another RBI for Whittington and another extra base hit.
And you see what I was saying. I mean, that drop third strike, if actually got out, that run would have never scored, and it would have just been someone on second.
Yep. Noah Myers, big cut from the lefty for his first pitch he sees today. And here's another wild pitch to the backstop. Make it 5 RBIs in the tournament for Whittington, as he had 4 against Morgan County. The 1-1's outside, ball 2. Straight 2 to follow here. The 2 runs for Hedgesville against Jefferson came from Noah Myers, a base hit that drove in 2 guys in the 4th inning. We'll have to look at this one outside, and it runs the count full, 3-2. Here's that pitch inside. Myers goes down to first base with a walk.
There's been parts in this tournament where Hedgesville has just looked really good. I mean, you have your big 2 teams, Jefferson and Martinsburg, but then I just feel like they're that close third, and I think they're a lot better than that some people might be giving them credit for.
No, absolutely. We talked about it in the last game for them. This team, a lot of this team, it's close to being the same core group, won the state championship at the 8 to 10 level 2 years ago. So now this is the 10 to 12 2 years later. So this team has a state championship under their belt, essentially. A lot of these guys, half of that team on the back of this press box is on this team. So they obviously weren't able to get past Jefferson, but it's Jefferson. Only Martinsburg has shown the ability to get past them now. And now things get interesting, as we do already have a pitching change, and it's Bo Burkhart that threw 5 masterful innings against Morgan County. So we'll take 30 seconds and come back. More Little League Baseball on TV 10.
You have choices when it comes to appliance repair, but before you call a large corporate chain, consider what BW Appliance brings to the table. BW Appliance Repair offers fast in-home appliance repair services to the eastern panhandle of West Virginia, including Jefferson County and Berkeley County. We strive for professionalism, dedication, and honesty. Call us today at 304-279-8858 to schedule immediate service. You can also visit us online at bwappliance.repair.
This game got too out of hand, which it was looking like it was gearing towards.
Hey, we're back from the break. We're doing the analysis during the commercial break, basically, as Bo Burkhart comes up for South Berkeley. Our call to the bullpen brought to you by CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg. Stop by and see them today at 48 Kelly Island Road in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-8821. They're moving lives forward, and now we can officially get into it as Bo Burkhart comes in for South Berkeley. It looked like I was kind of surprised when I heard that the only pitcher unavailable today was Bryce Murphy of Hedgesville. I was like, oh, they're not starting Burkhart. But I guess the opener strategy was what they went with Nichols. He just could only make it through getting one out.
Yeah, that's what I was starting to think, that they were just going to see how much they could get out of him and then turn it over to Burkhart. You might have heard us saying that as we came back, but that's what I think.
And runner goes on the pitch, but catcher's indifference. Boyce will just throw it to shortstop, and it'll be a stolen base for Myers. Braylon Harper will be the first one to face Bo Burkhart, and it bounces away from the catcher. A pass ball will score a 3rd run for Hedgesville as Whittington slides across home. And I think that one was got to be credited to the catcher that time. Bounced away. It did It was a tough play for Boyce to try to make. I think it was kind of hitting the turf as it came to him. Harper fouls this one away, making it 2-1. Burkhart will wind and fire as the infield's in. Squaring around the bunt. This one to the backstop again. And Hedgesville scores again. Myers makes it 4-0.
Wild pitches has just been a problem for South Berkeley so far.
And it makes it easy on Hedgesville. South Berkeley essentially giving them some runs. Harper pops this one up to second base, and that'll be brought in pretty easily by Benjamin moving over to second as Nichols moved from the pitcher's mound to third.
Batting seventh, number 3, Jackson Campanelli.
Burkhart pitched in the opener of this tournament against Morgan County, going 5 innings, striking out 5, and only giving up 1 hit and 1 walk. It was impressive because he only pitched 51 pitches in 5 innings. And here's Campanelli getting one past third base and shortstop to the 5.5 hole for a single.
That one just snuck past Joe
number
Robbins.
1, J.P. Kaplan.
And just led to another hit for Hedgesville.
Kaplan squares around the bunt, pulls it back, out of the zone for a ball.
And there's something I wanted to touch on before we went to break, but that experience that you were talking about, that team that some of the people on Hedgesville are on, it matters.
There's a strike, throw down, stolen base, they caught him. Nice throw by Grant Boyce and a good tag by Benjamin to follow. Retires the side for Hedgesville. But 4 runs up on the board for them before that. So we go to the second inning, and Hedgesville has themselves a nice lead for Jacob Burns to work with on the mound. Let's take another minute break and come back with more Little League Baseball on TV 10.
Classical Christian Academy in Martinsburg is looking for joyful, dedicated primary lead teachers for grades K through 4 to join our vibrant team for the 2026-27 academic year. We're searching for educators who believe in more than just lesson plans, teachers who inspire a love of learning, build confidence, and weave biblical truth into every subject. At TCCA, we offer so much more than a classroom. With a 100-acre campus full of outdoor adventures, daily research-based agriculture classes unlike any school in the state, movement-based instruction, equestrian education, and bi-weekly student choice clubs, and a Christ-centered classical education that connects learning to real life. Our students don't just thrive, they flourish, and so do our teachers. If you're passionate about laying a strong foundation for young learners and want to be part of something bigger, we'd love to hear from you. Email your resume to Rachel Hull at RachelHullTCCA@outlook.com. That's Rachel Hull TCCA@outlook.com to apply or learn more. The Classical Christian Academy is located at 7192 Arden Noble Road, Martinsburg, West Virginia 25403.
We're back for the top of the second on TV 10, brought to you by the personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Burke. Visit BurkeandSchultz.com. We play hardball. 4 on the board for Hedgesville in that last half inning. Colton, it just seemed like South Berkeley, rough start from their pitcher,
3,
and then just some
Tanner
wild pitches
Kruger.
when Burkhart came into the game. I think one being a pass ball on the catcher more so. And they just kind of given some free runs to Hedgesville to start.
Yeah, it's those wild pitches, the drop third strikes. I mean, a lot of these things that could have been outs just really come back to bite them, and it's
self-inflicted.
Gets away from them.
Burns will start off to South Berkeley's cleanup hitter Tanner Kruger with a strike, then a ball, 1-1. And the next pitch on the ground over towards Harper, and he tries to get it to the side of him, scoop it up into the glove, and it goes by in the center field. E6 opens up the second inning.
I mean, those errors are going to
Grant
happen. Not everything's routine at this level, but those errors are going to happen. It's just about what I think you might have said about limiting them.
Here's the first pitch for a strike to Grant Boyce, the catcher. And yeah, that just was breakdown in fundamentals for Harper that time. Just didn't get in front of the ball. He tried to just run at it from the direction he was coming from. Didn't have his body in front of it. That would have stopped it. And didn't get down on it either. Here's a 1-1. As Clint Moss always told me, glove down, butt down, right in front of the ball.
And it can't sneak past you.
1-1, way up high for ball 2. Boyce will foul this one away, making it 2-2. Boyce grounded into a double play and struck out against Martinsburg. Two to follow will be out of the zone, ball 3. Boyce was able to draw 2 walks against Morgan County. This is going to be grounded over to third base. Throw just over to first, not trying to get the double play. Whittington gets the out and kind of gives a look over to second base, though, like that's on me, thinking I should have went for the lead
now
runner, but they do get the out.
Aaron
But I
Lyric.
mean, you take what you can get. I mean, you don't want to try to go for that double play or try to go to that runner at second and then just get no outs, and then you have 2 on.
Lyric fouls it away. I think Whittington decided in his mind that it felt a little too slow coming to him to try to go to second for the lead runner. It's always preferred to try to get the lead runner, but you get at least 1 out in the end.
It's better than none.
Yep. Aaron Lyric hits this one over to Whittington, and he mistimes his jump. It goes just past the glove. Single in the left field, a little bobble from Stowell, almost causing Kruger to take off, but he thinks differently. And now it's runners on the corners with 1 out. And South Berkeley has a nice shot to get back into this one. Burns will fire one. Runner trying to take off, and not nearly enough time, and they're going to call him out. Man, I thought maybe he slid past the glove just in time, but it was a slow jump, plenty of time for Harper to try to lay down that tag, and they're going to say he's out for a big-time out number 2 for Hedgesville.
You could see that umpire kind of debating it. He kind of went for the slide, and then he switched to the out. So, I mean, it's their judgment, but I think I'd agree with you. It looks like he was – it was close, definitely.
Yeah, Kyler can give you a replay back at the studio watching on TV. Swing, Burkhardt, it gets to the backstop, or no, they'll say it's foul. Burkhardt just got a piece of it. A 1-1 count now with 2 outs. Burkhardt on a line, and Harper again stabs at it from the side and can't get it. So a run comes in. Tougher play that time, though. And Burkhardt makes it 4-1. South Berkeley's first run up on the board.
Mason.
It's nice to see them answering. I mean, it feels like some of the games that we've seen, they get off to an early inning explosion and then they just roll over and give up. It's nice to see South Berkeley actually responding.
Burkhardt will have a courtesy runner for him as the pitcher. Well, he started turning back towards first base like he wasn't actually going to be taken out, but Lyric will indeed now come out on the first base for him, and it brings up Mason Deal. Deal will foul off the first pitch. Deal went 0 for 2 against Martinsburg. And then against Berkeley, not Berkeley Springs, Morgan County. He also went 0 for 2. Now Deal will step back in. Burns walks back to the pitching rubber, ready with 2 outs. 1 run in the inning for South Berkeley so far. Big cut from Deal, strike 2. Deal. As Burns takes a little off of the 0-2, swings through it for a 3-pitch strikeout. Third one Burns is able to get so far through 2 innings. And South Berkeley leaves 1 run on, but they get 1 run in, making it 4-1. As we go to the bottom of the second, we'll take 60 seconds and come back with more Little League Baseball on TV 10.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Bottom of the second inning starts as we come back from break with a strike thrown by Bo Burkhart. Bottom second brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, promote, protect, offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. J.P. Kaplan back up after he had to watch his teammate get caught stealing for out number 3 last inning. 1-1 pitch to Kaplan is lined over foul towards the third base side.
That was good contact. Able to get that one going, just hooked foul.
Kaplan went 0 for 2 against Morgan County. Here's a ball, making it 2-2. And looking at another one to make it a full count. Kaplan was 1 for 2 in the first game against Jefferson. And this is hit high up into left field and looking over the head of Noah Foltz, the new left fielder for South Berkeley, and trying to stretch this into 3, sliding down, out. Nice throw by Foltz, good tag by Nichols, and Hedgesville's aggressive base running doesn't pay off.
That was a great throw, just right in there to make
now
that play.
Number 24,
I mean,
Bryce
being
Murphy.
aggressive in base running is really good, but it can always backfire on you like that. But that was just a phenomenal play from the defense.
I thought as Lyric was getting that ball, seeing him run for third, I was like, oh no. I don't know if he can make it there. And it was closer than I thought it was going to be, honestly. But Nichols gets the tag, and now we have one out as Murphy steps in. And Murphy takes one for the team and has to walk down to first base as he's hit by pitch.
Now batting, number 2, Parker Markley.
Umpire giving Murphy a look and a tap on the helmet. So he's all right. Stay on first, and Parker Markley will follow. Markley in right field again for Hedgesville. He pops this one up. It's gettable. Burkhart can't quite get there as it was just foul.
I think Burkhart not getting that was, honestly, you can put a lot of of that towards Parker Markley being there, kind of making him be like, oh, I got to get around him, and that made him not get there in time.
I think you're right. Markley on the ground this time.
Ooh.
Chopped over to second, and getting the lead runner is Robbins for a second out.
That was good. That was a good. That was good fielding. I mean, he got that one up. We've seen some problems. We've seen some problems there over at shortstop.
Almost a Baltimore chop as that hit the ground very close to the plate. But Holt Wilson follows with a foul ball. Heads up play by Robbins. Thought about first and then realized he had enough time to go to second. Big cut by Wilson, strike two. And Wilson gets a piece of this one to stay alive. And this is hit on the ground. Diving for it is Nichols. Can he throw it on his knees to first in time? No, he can't. So Wilson gets his first hit of the tournament with an infield single.
Now batting number
That's
6,
A for effort there for Nichols. I mean, stopping that ball, turning that only to a single, that could have been a lot worse. Getting a runner on.
Could have been.
Third, maybe.
And Nichols maybe could have gotten the lead runner at second base with a shorter throw, but I'm sure diving on the ground, he figured his only play was going to be at first. Hay gets a hold of this one into left field. Foltz looking through it and gets the ball into the glove for out number 3. Burkhart gets out of the jam, leaves a couple runners on, and it'll stay 4-1 as we go to the third inning. After 60 seconds, we'll be back with more Little League Baseball on TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Top of the third inning brought to you by WV Medicine, Berkeley, and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. This Little League International Tournament game is presented by TV 10 under the authority of Little League Baseball and Softball and may not be rebroadcast or retransmitted without the express written permission of Little League International, South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Visit Little League online at littleleague.org.
Now batting number 44, Noah Foltz.
Noah Foltz now in left field for South Berkeley, leads off the top of the third. Foltz, Cave, and Powers. 9, 10, and 11 in the order for South Berkeley. 1-1 in for a strike to make it 1-1.
Seems like sometimes when we get later in the lineup, a lot of people think they might not be able to get hits, and sometimes that is the case, but sometimes it's not. I mean, we've seen the 11, 12 hitters get on base for the early parts of the lineup and can be a big part of scoring runs.
Yeah, definitely. Next pitch out of the zone as well.
Because to pitchers, it might be a little bit more demoralizing to give that double or that single up to a 12 hitter than a 1, 2, or 3 hitter.
Here's ball 4. Foltz drew a walk earlier in the tournament. He draws another here. That's just the first walk from Jacob Burns. It's another base runner for South Berkeley to try to get back into this one. And when KU steps in, he, just like Fultz before him, a walk and a strikeout in the first game they played against
now batting number 25,
against Morgan County. And this is in for a strike, making it 1-1. And the next pitch is ball 2.
I know he's not in the game anymore, but I think if we're comparing starting pitchers, Nichols and Burns, who had the worst game, would you'd probably say Burns because he didn't get out of the first inning, but shown a lot better here in his second outing.
Cave takes strike 2. Two count with a runner on first. This is grounded over to second base. Kaplan to Harper. In time for the double play over to Staub. 4-6-3. And there's 2 outs in the top of the third.
Now batting number 20, Riker Powers.
Just like that, bases cleared, 2 outs. And Riker Powers will be next. The penultimate member of the South Berkeley lineup. Fouled away. Powers, despite the length of this tournament, has only had 1 at-bat since Thursday because he only got 1 against Martinsburg. This is fouled away. He grounded out to the pitcher in that at-bat. So not much at the plate lately in the last couple days for Powers, or the bottom of the South Berkeley lineup in general.
Being one of those later hitters, 11, 12, it must not be as fun because you're not seeing as many at-bats as, some of those earlier hitters. So it's good to see, him get an at-bat.
1-2. This will be foul over towards first base. The 12-man lineup here for the All-Stars are good to let everybody get at-bats. Don't have to take anybody out for making sure everybody gets to see the plate, but it can make a comeback more difficult. If you want to flip your lineup over to the top, you got to wait a little longer. And South Berkeley will have to wait until next inning as the 1-2 is swung through for out number 3. With that, we'll go to the bottom of the third. Still 4-1. Hedgesville with the lead, trying to see who will take on Jefferson tomorrow in the runner-up game for the area. See who joins Martinsburg at the district tournament. This is Lily Baseball on TV 10.
I like the layout of the course very much. I think it challenges the low handicappers and is very playable for the mid and high handicappers.
All different levels can play on this course.
I think it challenges you from the get-go.
And the first tee program here is one of the best, if second to none. It is the best in the state of West Virginia.
The men have a league, the women have a league, the kids have things going on. It really is kind of the whole package here at Locust Hill. Everybody's very welcoming.
Love the folks here that play golf, but a lot of great relationships and friendships with people here.
Sometimes you can only judge a course by their members. We have a great core membership here.
I was able to build some fantastic relationships here, and that's why I've been here for 30 years. When you join any club, you're joining to play golf, but you're really paying for the experience. And the experience here at Locust I found to always be a good time and a fun affair.
To schedule a tee time, become a member, or see upcoming events, visit www.locusthillgolfcourse.com or call us today at 304-728-7300.
21, Jacob Burns.
Back at the top of the order for Hedgesville, Burns, Stoll, and Staup due up in the bottom of the third, brought to you by Dignity Memorial Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery. Attention to detail like no other. Visit dignitymemorial.com. Burkhart starts off Burns with the ball. Dylan Bishop and Colton Musgrove with you on the call. Kyler High back in the studio. Ethan Elliott behind the camera. Burns lines this one past Benjamin, and it's going to roll all the way to the fence in the right center field gap. Burns easily standing up on second base with a leadoff double.
Now
I'm sure there's no better feeling than generating your own offense and your own insurance runs. I mean, getting a hit as a pitcher has to feel great.
Absolutely. Stoll to follow. First pitch swinging but fouled away. We saw Burkhart when he went up against Morgan County. The reason his pitch count, he was able to get through so much of the game, 5 innings and just 51 pitches, as he was pitching to contact. Here against Hedgesville, though, he's pitching to contact and not having quite the same success as Hedgesville has made him pay with 4 hits off of him already. Count 1-1 right now. Outside for ball 2. And that 2-1 is fouled away. Evans is up. Burkhart, inning and 2/3 so far. Giving up the 4 hits. 1 run credited to him on a wild pitch, and Burkhart drops the ball as he tries to pick it up and throw to first. Burns moves to third. Runners on the corners and no outs.
Now batting number 17, Henry Stopp.
I think he just got a little ahead of himself there. Trying to get that and already start to throw, but just didn't have control of it.
Yep, that brings up Henry Stopp. And catcher's indifference. Stoll is going to steal second base. Taking away the double play threat immediately. Strike called on the 1-0. Left side of the infield for South Berkeley, playing very far in. Stopp swings and misses for strike 2. He has not been able to hit these off-speed pitches low in the zone. He's been chasing a lot. They're going to keep giving them to him until otherwise, and there's one more for strike 3.
Big hack at that one.
First strikeout for Bo Burkhart.
Now batting number 78, Braxton Whittington.
That is Stopp's second strikeout. He was able to come home last time. It was a drop third strike. This time he has to go back to the dugout. And now Braxton Whittington is next up, swinging and missing at the first pitch. 2 RBI double in the first inning for Whittington. And came around to score. He can do even more damage now. But Burkhart makes him chase on the 0-1. Burkhart's found a little bit of a rhythm now. Being able to catch some guys off guard and make them miss.
Yeah, these last 2 batters, he's got them swinging.
Whittington over to third. Nichols throws home. Tag perfectly to Boyce right at the feet of Burns. And that's a big-time out number 2 to keep the score 4-1.
And that's a really smart play. I mean, you see the score right now, 4-1. You let another run score while trying to, go to first. It's pointless in my opinion. And getting that out, preventing that run is a lot more demoralizing for Hedgesville.
And Myers' first pitch swing and base hit into left field, and that is going to drive in a run.
Now batting number 11,
Noah Myers makes
Harper.
it 5-1.
Not demoralizing enough, apparently.
Just able to sneak that one through into left field. That scores Stoll. And first pitch swinging is Harper, but Benjamin able to get it into the glove. Throw to first, it's dropped. Myers caught off in between the bases, but an off-target throw goes into center, so he's safe, and Whittington runs home, and it's 6-1.
Just some problems on the infield here for South Berkeley. Just getting the balls, not getting the outs. Just a lot of the little stuff is been a real problem for them so far.
Now batting number 3, Jackson Campanelli.
Now we'll have time called, mound visit to Burkhardt on the mound. So that's 2 unearned runs for Burkhardt this inning.
I'm grateful they didn't pull him because, I mean, he's shown flashes. I mean, he can get, he got stopped, swinging. He's shown a lot of good moments. He just needs to be a little bit more consistent with them.
Burkhardt's been the best pitcher for South Berkeley we've seen, so they're going to want him to try to get back into the groove and keep them as close as he can. Right now he's got runners at first and second that are about to move to second and third on the wild pitch. Campanelli hits this one into right field and bringing it into the glove for the third out is Mason Deal. South Berkeley limits the damage to just 2 runs in the inning, but it's now 6-1 Hedgesville
Burkhardt pitch
as we
count,
go into
42.
the 4th inning. Let's take 60. Come back with more Little League Baseball on TV 10.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Our top of the 4th on TV 10 is brought to you by the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, representing accident and injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. It's 6-1 Hedgesville now after they add on 2 runs, giving themselves a 5-run
batting
lead.
Number 33, Daryl Hunter.
South Berkeley will try to get production out of the very bottom of the order with Hunter before they flip back over to the top with Robbins and Nichols. Hunter squaring around late. Misses the bunt.
I think Burns has definitely been the best pitcher today for either team. He's just shown a lot of command on the mound.
Squaring around, strike 2. Yeah, they went to him early against Jefferson, which shows the kind of confidence they have in him. But he just gotten too early, and they pulled him so that they could throw him today, and it's paid off. This is a foul ball, so I believe, in doubt if it's Murphy tomorrow for Hedgesville against Jefferson if they hold on with this. Next pitch outside for a ball. This is inside and high, 2-2. Burns bounces this one, runs the count full. Payoff pitch. Hunter goes down swinging. That's out number 1. So South Berkeley has to swing back to the top of the order with 1 out, no one on.
Now batting number 4.
I think consistency is
Robbins.
probably, as a pitcher, the most important thing you can have. And he's been very consistent so far in this one. I mean, giving up that run, but, other than that, pretty consistent.
strike here. Yeah, so far through 3 in the third, Burns has given up 3 hits and 1 walk. Just the 1 run. And it was unearned. This is fouled away. This is inside. Ball 2, 2-1. The 1 run for South Berkeley was Kruger reaching on an error at shortstop. Fielder's choice and then 2 singles are what ended up on the board for South Berkeley. And it was a wild pitch that ended up getting that run in. Now 3-1 count to Robbins. That's out of the zone, ball 4. So South Berkeley's been able to get some base runners, but they just haven't quite gotten them very far, other than the 1
now
run.
Now batting number 88, Colton Nichols.
The only time they've gone 3 up, 3 down in an inning is when they still started off with a walk. So they've gotten on base in every inning, and oh, here's another one on base as Nichols gets nailed in the back.
Now batting number 2, Blake Benjamin.
So with just 1 down, South Berkeley's up to runners on first and second. And that'll bring out a Hedgesville mound visit.
Nichols looks a little banged up there, trying to walk it out a little bit during the mound visit.
Yeah, so Colton Burns is up to 61 pitches. So I assume as long as he can stay pretty successful, they'll keep him on the mound, although I see some pointing around from coach on the mound for Hedgesville. See if they go away from him here. Nope, they're going to give the fist bump and let him ride it out, I think. He almost walked off the mound. He's just grabbing the ball.
I think coach forgot to give him the ball. It looked like he had his hand like trying to get the ball, and he was like, "Got to get that back."
Seemed like he was staying out there, and then he pretty quickly sort of was moving away. Wasn't sure, but he will try to tough out this inning with 2 runners on and just 1 out. Blake Benjamin struck out looking to end the first, and is only at bat so far. Take strike 1 here. Oh, 1 big cut and miss by Benjamin.
I think that mound visit was very crucial. I mean, you get knocked out of your rhythm. You know, you let 2 runners on, 1 hit, 1 walked, and just got to keep that rhythm.
This will just barely sneak over the top of the fence and go foul. Oh, 2. This is stabbed the other way. It's going to fall fair. And there's the sign to go home. Throw to third, though, will be in time for the second out, but South Berkeley gets a second run up on the board.
Ooh, not happy about
Nichols
that.
nearly threw his helmet after being tagged out. It's an RBI double for Blake Benjamin.
A little bit of trouble in right field
now
trying to
number 3,
get
Kruger.
that one up. I mean, had it in his hand, drop a little bit, but still got it back in time to get at least 1 out.
So it's 6-2 with a runner on second and 2 outs. Kruger swings through the first pitch to him. Tanner Kruger was the other one to come across home plate so far for South Berkeley in the second inning. Reached on an error at short. The 0-1's inside. Burns follows 2-1. Murphy keeps it in front of him as it bounces. Burns, next pitch, that'll be low as well, ball 3. South Berkeley's gotten to Burns at least enough that he's not going to be able to make it through this whole game unless you get a lot of first pitch swings for outs. Here's a 3-1 pitch, not swung at for strike 2. Already the 70th pitch for Burns. And 3-2. That'll be a foul ball. (3-2). This is popped up, but it'll get out of play. Full count, 2 outs. Runner on second. South Berkeley down by 4, trying to keep this inning alive, and they will with a walk.
I mean, if South Berkeley can at least get one more run across, that'd be very good for them. Just, cutting it to a 3-run lead. It looks a lot more just like reachable than 2-6. 3-6 looks a lot more obtainable.
2 runners on in a 4-run game for Grant Boyce, who is nailed on the elbow. Or, I think a little lower. He's limping over there. Maybe he twisted his ankle as he got hit as a double whammy. But that blows the bases.
I mean, losing that control can be a problem. And as we saw, I mean, he's hit 2. And it's just not good to lose that control.
Burns looks over to the dugout, gives a thumbs up as to say
22,
he's getting left in there. Aaron Larrick is 1 for 1 with a single, is now up with the bases loaded and 2 outs. South Berkeley down by 4. Base hit could cut that in half. First pitch high and inside for a ball. Next pitch, that's in for a strike.
I want to highlight some good sportsmanship I saw over there at first base. Stop over there, checking on him, while they were having their little players' mound visit. He was over there just, making sure he was all right.
Larrick pops this one up, shallow center, and Campanelli can't quite get it, slides, it's off the glove. 2 runs will score for South Berkeley. Throw to second, though, in time. Trying to stretch it for a second base, and that ends the inning. South Berkeley able to cut the lead in half. They could have had 2 runners on still, but instead the inning ends. 6-4 now, though. South Berkeley back in it. Down just a couple runs. We'll take a 60-second break. Come back with more Little League Baseball on TV 10.
Remember all the sports we played when we were kids?
Oh yeah, swimming, tennis, basketball,
Football, soccer, track. I loved winning.
I still do.
Our competitive spirit is still going strong.
But now we use it to win for our clients. If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
John's Pool Supplies, your local one-stop shop for all of your swimming pool needs. Located at 237 Eagle School Road, John's Pool Supplies has over 30 years of experience and a large selection of products, services, and supplies for your pool or hot tub. From custom liner installation and pool inspections to free water testing, call John's Pool Supplies at 304-267-2000 or go to johnspoolsupplies.com.
It's just a 2-run game now as we go to the bottom of the 4th, brought to you by the Mansion Injury Law Group in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to mansioninjurylaw.com. Hedgesville gave up 2 runs in the top of the inning. They got to try to get them back as their lead has been cut down. J.P. Kaplan takes a strike to start the inning.
And if you're Bo Burkhart, You just want to get up there and get out of there, not get up any. I mean, you can give up a hit or so, but just do not let any runs get scored. I mean, you're in striking distance, just 2 runs. So that's very big if they can get out of this one pretty quickly.
0-2 as Kaplan tried to check his swing. Next pitch gets away from Burkhart. Makes it 1-2. It'll be Kaplan, Murphy, and Markley due up for Hedgesville. Kaplan, foul ball. Sticks at 1-2. 45 pitches so far for Burkhart. And that 1-2 is low for ball 2. South Berkeley's only got 6 more outs to get this one back to at least tied. And Burkhart's going to help him out as he strikes out the leadoff hitter here at the bottom of the 4th.
There's a time for him to show and play like how he was playing against Morgan County. This is the time, getting the bats up there, back up there while they're hot.
And we talk about the bigger lineups here. This is now, for Burkhart, can you be a little confident and say, all right, we're at about 8, 9, 10 in the order. Can I get myself a little bit of a rhythm? And he starts off the at-bat to Murphy by making him chase. Followed by another one out of the zone.
And like I said, great timing for it to be this later half of the order.
Murphy, cut and miss again. It's 1-2. Next pitch bounces for ball 2. Burkhart's next one. Big cut, another strikeout. Burkhart feeling a little bit of a groove.
Markley.
3 strikeouts, 2 of them in a row. This is exactly what South Berkeley needs. Try to get back into this one, a clean inning. Markley has a chance to say something about that. Swing at the first pitch, foul it away.
South Berkeley can get a third strikeout here. I mean, they've already got a fire lit under them. I mean, imagine that. 3 straight strikeouts to get them back up there this late in the game. This big deal.
That'd be confidence for Burkhart, who leads off the top of the 5th.
Exactly.
0-1, Markley going to try to get on, and this bunt attempt is foul.
Looked perfectly placed there for a second, but it rolls past the line.
Nichols is behind the plate now for South Berkeley. Strategy we've seen them go to a few times where they don't want Boyce or Nichols to have to catch an entire game. They swap them about halfway through. Next pitch is a ball. It's Cave over at first base now for South Berkeley. Markley hits this one, popped up to Burkhart. Makes the catch, and that's out number 3. And you hear on the mic, that's Burkhart down there yelling, we're in this, we're in this. And he'll get to come up to the plate after this 60-second break as we go to the 5th. It's only 6-4. South Berkeley trying to mount a comeback. This is Little League Baseball on TV 10.
Car accident? Get more with Mansion. If you've been hurt in a car accident, time is critical. You've got car repairs, legal deadlines, and medical treatment that can't wait. The sooner you call Mansion Injury Law, the sooner we can help you. Because memories fade, evidence gets lost, and photos can't be retaken. You only get one chance. Let us help you make things right. Get more with Mansion. Call 1-800-557-4LAW.
When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age.
We move to the top of the fifth on TV 10, which is brought to you by CMA Chevy and Toyota of Martinsburg, all in one convenient location, 650 Foxcroft Avenue. CMA, where owners just care more. It's a call to the bullpen for Hedgesville to start off the fifth inning. It'll be Braxton Whittington, who we did see against Jefferson be in relief for Burns. He fared a little better than Burns was able to. Went 1 2/3. He gave up just one unearned run on 2 hits and 3 walks and struck out 1. But he was able to keep things close against Jefferson in relief of Burns through the first and second innings. He will try to keep the lead for Hedgesville here as they need 6 more outs to advance to playing Jefferson again.
Yeah, and bringing a fresh arm up can either be really good or really bad. But just, if you're Whittington, you just want to get out of there, just put out the fire that has been South Berkeley.
Burns leaves at 77 pitches, so he would have only had 8 left if he were to start the inning. He was starting to struggle. This is the bounced first one to Burkhart. 4 innings, 4 runs, 3 earned on 4 hits and 3 walks and 3 strikeouts for Jacob Burns, who now moves to second base. And there's a strike. Excuse me, third base. Still Kaplan on second. It's a straight swap of third and pitcher. Burkhart fouls this one away, makes it 1-2. Next pitch, that'll be out of the zone. Two-two count to Bo Burkhart. Single in his first at-bat. He will hit this one on the ground to shortstop, and again under the glove of Harper at short.
I mean, you don't want to make that error anytime, but as the team you're going against is mounting a comeback a little bit, that is not the time to make it because you're just giving them more life with no outs and a runner on first.
First pitch to Deal will be swung out and missed. Deal struck out swinging in the second. Another fielding mistake. South Berkeley with another one on the bases and the now tying run at home plate. Here's the 1-0 from Whittington. Big cut. Make it 1-1.
Can't get out ahead of yourself on this at bat. At this stage in the game, just really need to slow the game down. Take what the pitcher's giving you.
Oh, Deal gives this one a ride. It's over the head of the left fielder, Stoll. But Burkhart can only make it to second as there's a fast throw into the infield. He had to take a second to make sure that it was going to fall down over the head of left fielder, Stoll. So it just ends up as a single.
Glad he took my advice. Took what the pitcher gave him and took that one for a ride to left field.
The tying run is on base for South Berkeley, and Noah Foltz is at the plate. Drew a walk to lead off the third. Squaring around the bunt. He misses. Tried to get down the sacrifice, but couldn't do it.
Seeing that they haven't taken Burkhart out makes me think that they South Berkeley might come out with a different pitcher.
This squares around. It's possible. This time, Foltz pulls back. Make the count 1-1. Foles will try to square it around again. He gets it down, but it just goes foul. Now there's 2 strikes, and you can see Coach Farmer over at third base jumping up and down. Man, we almost had it. So now it's 1-2. Foltz probably going to have to swing away. He will, and he swings and misses. It's dropped, though, and first base was occupied. And first base umpire is correctly ruling to the batter that he's out. But the runners could move up. So it just means that there's nobody on first.
And unfortunately for Whittington, him trying to put out the flame of South Berkeley has not been good. Only 1 out, but runner on second and third, both in scoring position.
Here comes Nolan Cave, swings and misses. It hits off the catcher, though, and home plate umpire says he got a piece of the ball with the bat for a foul ball. I didn't really see or hear the ball hit the bat.
The umpires are always right, though.
Officially, yes.
Yes.
No matter what.
And boys in blue.
0-1. This is high for a ball. I think what threw off Hedgesville on that drop third strike was Burns just put a foot on the base and tried to catch it as if he could get a force out, but because the runner going to first was out on the drop third strike, because first base was occupied, they needed to tag the runner. Next pitch got into the backstop, and Burkhart stays put at third. Two-1 from Whittington. That's strike 2. I'm sure South Berkeley's coach down there at third base is trying to tell Cave just get contact. Can't get a strikeout here, but he does. Swings through it too high. Burkhart has to slide back to third as they throw it down. 2 straight Ks for Whittington, and it's 2 outs. This would be a heck of a performance on the mound if he can get out of this, still allowing no runs. It's Riker Powers up next, number 11 hitter.
If Powers can get a hit here, he definitely can score 1, but I mean,
20,
he could tie up this game. It'd be obviously huge for South Berkeley.
Whittington's first pitch, Powers lets it go for a strike. It looked like he was taken all the way that time. Powers chokes up on the bat. And here comes the 0-1. Chases that one 0-2. Gets away from Murphy just a little bit, but not enough for base runners to move. Whittington with 1 more strike can send down South Berkeley again. Strand the tying run at second base. There's ball 2, though. Powers pops this one up. Harper and Stowell comes in from left field, calls an off, and makes that catch. And that's out number 3. South Berkeley gets so close, but they go down still 6-4. That means after 60 seconds, they'll come back with Hedgesville's last shot to get some insurance before they could close out South Berkeley in the top of the 6th. Let's take a minute and come back with more Little League Baseball on TV 10.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, owners just care more about you.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
6-4 here from Cooper Field at Hedgesville. To see whether Hedgesville or South Berkeley will move on to face Jefferson
10,
for a spot in the
Colton
District
Wilson.
Little League Tournament. Bottom fifth brought to you by Trips Flooring. Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring needs. Call Trips Flooring at 304-229-7009 or online at tripsfloorsanding.com. Colton Wilson will take a big hack and miss the first pitch of the inning.
I mean, Bo Burkhart, the last inning, just really was playing some amazing baseball. I mean, if he can get through this one again, somewhat to what he was doing last inning, I mean, South Berkeley, that'd be insanely huge for them.
Wilson grounds over to third. This will be played by Boyce, thrown in time for the out. There's one down.
Now batting number
gets
6,
the privilege of facing
Colton
11 and 12 in the
Hay.
order before the lineup turns over. He gets one out there. Colton Hay at the bottom of the order will try to put someone on base for Jacob Burns. Big swing and a miss to start this one. And now strike two. The top half of the order for Hedgesville has been able to get to Burkhart, but the bottom half has not really. 0-2. Once you get past number 6 in the order for Hedgesville, just 2 hits so far. 3 hits. This is fouled away. 3 hits and a hit by pitch. And if you corner that off to just the bottom third of the order, 9 through 12, that turns into just 1 hit. It's now 2-2. And that one gets away from Burkhart, low and outside. A full count and 1 out.
Big moment in this game. Burkhart really needs to step up here.
Payoff pitch, fouled. It not quite into the glove. I think either the bat or the ball hit off of, well, I guess it would have had to have been the ball. If it were the bat, it would have been interference. It was a foul ball off of the catcher's mask. And the umpire will walk the ball to the pitcher and give him time to make sure he's all right. So Hay stays alive after 1 payoff pitch, and he'll wait another. Checks his swing. Didn't go, so it's ball 4. Would have been a drop third strike if he did, but he laid off and
now batting
does
number
what you want your guy at the bottom of the order to do. Get on base.
Get on base for the start of the order. I mean, here comes Burns, a big spot here with only 1 out.
Burns doubled in the third after flying out in the first. This is inside. This is what Hedgesville wanted, be able to get to the top of the order with less than 2 outs and a runner on. Burns will watch strike 1. Stowell on deck has a double and reached on an error. Burns will hit this one into play. Shallow right. Deal. Able to get it into the glove underhanded. Ran into it at first. Was going to go at it the other way, then flip the glove around at the last moment. Good heads up fielding by him.
And in a big moment like this, that is what you need, just people to make the right plays at the right times.
Big out number 2. Stowell comes up. And he's going to hit this one in the left center field. That's going to get down for extra bases. Bounces to the fence. And they're going to get waved home. Cut off up the line. And moving over to the third on the throw is Stowell. That's an RBI double. Give him third on the throw. And it's 7-4 Hedgesville, giving themselves an insurance run.
Now
You could see Tanner Kruger fall there actually a little bit, get tripped up a little bit trying to go for that ball, and that might have been part of the problem. They couldn't get it in time because of that. Unfortunate play.
So we'll have a mound visit with Burkhart. It's now 7-4 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. As South Berkeley is down to their last 3 outs in the next half inning. In this elimination game. It's a double elimination Area 1 tournament here for West Virginia Little League District 6. District tournament on July 1st and 2nd from Oatsdale Park in Martinsburg. Martinsburg already advanced as the area champions to the district tournament. One of these teams wants to move on and join them. They got to win today and tomorrow against Jefferson, and the wild pitch is going to score. Well, I wasn't sure if they were going to let that run stand for a moment on the wild pitch, but it does, and it's 8.
Back at the top of the lineup, two run scoring here right before. It's running out of hope for South Berkeley.
And Staub smacks this one in the center, and it's over the head of the center fielder, getting to the wall in a bounce, and he stumbles on the way to second, so he's going to have to go back to first.
Not happy with himself about that one. Got tripped up a little bit on his way to second and had to come back, but at least he did not get out.
Whittington.
It's a loud single for Staub. That keeps the inning going for Hedgesville. 7th hit allowed by Burkhart in 4 1/3 innings. Whittington checks his swing. They'll say he didn't go. Whittington, RBI double in the first, and a fielder's choice to get on base in the third, and eventually came around to score. 1-0 is in for a strike. Burkhart winds and fires. This is a ball 2, low and outside. Next pitch, Whittington. This is tipped off the glove of Burkhart, but it goes to Robbins at short. He tosses the second for the 3rd out. But Hedgesville opens that lead back up. South Berkeley answered with 2 runs, but Hedgesville gets the lead back to 4. 8-4 as we go to the 6th. 3 outs away from Hedgesville, moving one step closer to a potential district tournament appearance. This is Little League Baseball on TV 10.
78.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Mother Shuckers. Fresh Florida stone crab straight from the boat to your throat. Blue crabs, king, snow, Dutchness, all available year-round. Try and find that anywhere else around here. Homemade soup specials every day. Mother Shuckers is located at 1014 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Mother Shuckers, we have an opinion. If you don't like it, shuck it up, Buttercup. Come on over to Mother Shuckers.
Top of the 6th inning on TV 10 is brought to you by Parsons Ford at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons, it's the last hope in regulation for South Berkeley. They trail 8-4. And Hedgesville goes to their closer. J.P. Kaplan will try to get the last 3 outs with 4 runs to work with.
And a little bit of hope for South Berkeley is that after this first batter, they swap back to the top of their lineup. So they get some hits, they'll have the best part of their lineup doing in that position to score.
Now pitching for Hedgesville, number 1, J.P. Kaplan.
Kaplan pitched a third of an inning against Jefferson. He struggled towards the end of that one when it was already out of hand.
Now
Forces
batting
swing and a miss by Hunter, though.
Darrell Hunter.
3 runs on 3 hits, 2 earned, 1 strikeout for Kaplan in that one against Jefferson. Here's another swing and a miss. Darrell Hunter, Jonah Robbins, and Colton Nichols are due up. Oh, 2, drop third strike, but it gets away from Murphy. Hunter's going to have first base. Go to hustle. And despite swinging and missing at 3 pitches, he gets on base. South Berkeley can start their rally at the top of the order with a base runner on.
And that's just, getting on base. I mean, you technically struck out there, but getting on base on that drop third strike is just a big deal and a great way to start your rally, especially back to the top of the lineup.
Jonah Robbins will take strike 1. Robbins struck out swinging in the first and drew a walk in the fourth before coming around to score. Robbins, this is to the backstop, inside. Hunter moves to second.
This late in the game, I mean, these wild pitches are just, it's not the time for them at all.
Now batting number 4 is Jonah
Next
Robbins.
pitch out of the zone for ball 2. Every little mistake Hedgesville makes in this inning, South Berkeley's going to take whatever they can.
It's amplified by 1,000 right here in the 6th inning.
Now it's 3-1. Or count. Robbins pops this one up. Staub has it at first base for the first out.
Now batting number 88,
That's
Colton
big for Kaplan.
Nichols.
Of course, the soft contact. Now it's Colton Nichols, singled in the first, hit by pitch last time up in the fourth. He's first pitch swinging. Over to Harper at short. He gets it. Throw. Not in time. Nichols beats out the infield single.
And having that speed on the bases, Hunter and Nichols, it's great for South Berkeley. I know they got that out, but it's great. Having that speed this late in the game is crucial for the base running.
Tying run is on deck, and Blake Benjamin in the 3-hole in the order
now
is up.
Batting number 2, Blake
He struck out
Benjamin.
looking to end the first, but his last time up was an RBI double. Strike 1. Inside and off the tip of the glove of Murphy. Passed ball makes the runners go to third and second.
And I think if South Berkeley can come back, I mean, we'll look at all these just wild pitches earlier in the game and now just being such a huge part of that.
Takes away the force at any base. Next pitch outside.
Yeah, you don't have that double play now, which is huge.
1-1. This is hit on a line. Center field. Campanelli dives, can't get it. One scores. Hunter and then Nichols will score as well. RBI double again for the second straight at bat. Make it a 2 RBI double this time. Blake Benjamin brings South Berkeley back within 2.
Now
Just a
number
phenomenal
3,
hit. I mean,
Tanner
gets it over
Kruger.
the center fielder and just so huge in this moment for Blake Benjamin. I mean, it's got to feel great. We'll see a mound visit. Maybe. Yes, we will.
Eight to 6 is now our score. A runner on second base means that Tanner Kruger coming up to the plate is the tying run.
Staub is.
And I wouldn't doubt if Staub's running in here to be the pitcher. He is. So let's go ahead and take a 1-minute break with the pitching change. 2 outs to go. South Berkeley has cut the lead in half, only down by 2. We'll be right back with more Little League Baseball on TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all. And Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars, too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Jackson Kaplan can't get it done for Hedgesville, closing things out. He gets 1 out, so now we move to Henry Staub in an 8-6 game. Runner on second and 1 out as Hedgesville needs to quiet this South Berkeley rally to move on to the runner-up game tomorrow against Jefferson.
And bringing in, like I said, as I've said before, bringing in a fresh arm, like I said, it can be good or it can be very bad. And obviously, Hedgesville is hoping for it to be good for them, just to get them out of this game and into the runner-up championship.
It's nearly the same order of pitching that Hedgesville went with against Jefferson when things got out of hand, except they threw Noah Myers in the middle. Staub got the last out against Jefferson in that 10-2 ball game, didn't give up many runs. Had himself a good day. The damage was already done, but he's got to have a clean one here. His first pitch to Tanner Kruger hits the outside corner for a strike. Next one. Staub throwing heat. That's strike 2. At 0-2, it'll bounce. It'll get past Murphy. And some limping out at second by Benjamin. He almost looks like he's got a side stitch. Third base umpire calling time. Looking to the dugout. He may want a pinch runner.
It hurts to lose that speed at third, but I mean, at third, you don't have to be too fast to get home.
Robbins, the leadoff hitter, still fast, is going to come in here for Benjamin as he limps off. Yes. Yeah, Hedgesville's coach is asking if they chose the right person, if he was the last out. That's who's supposed to come up as the pinch runner. So Nichols reached on first with a single, and Robbins popped up to first base. So that is the right person to take over at third. It's 1-2 with 1 out here. Kruger steps back in.
Big moment for Kruger here.
1-2, got him. Blew the fastball by him for out number 2. Huge K for Henry Staub. He's got to get one more out. Grant Boyce, currently the last hope for South Berkeley. The tying run is at the plate. The one to cut it to just one is at third. Boyce watches strike one.
Number 1, Grant Boyce.
Boyce in the second inning was a fielder's choice that threw him out. And then he's hit by a pitch in the fourth.
Staub has just looked very commanding right now. I mean, he's getting the ball in there very fast, and it's just he's looking like he's taking over this one.
He's throwing with the power you would expect from a kid as tall as him at this level.
Definitely.
He's been pretty clearly the tallest hitter on the Hedgesville lineup, and there's a big swing and miss, strike 3 to close it out. Henry Staub, the closer, slams the door on South Berkeley, and Hedgesville wins 8-6 to move on to the runner-up game tomorrow against Jefferson with a spot in the district tournament on the line. Let's take 2 minutes. When we come back, we'll have the post-game show to break down this one. This is Little League Baseball on TV 10.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Welcome into the post-game show on TV 10, brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, with a full lunch and dinner menu with daily specials and a clean and comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Hedgesville gets the win 8-6 over South Berkeley, eliminating South Berkeley from the tournament and leaving just two, Hedgesville and Jefferson, that took each other on the second day of the tournament on Friday. It was a 10-2 win for the Jefferson. They'll try to avenge that. But today, Hedgesville was the star of the show as they got up early 4-0. Then it was 4-1. South Berkeley answered. And then Hedgesville worked it back up to 6-1. South Berkeley clawed back to 6-4 before Hedgesville opened it back up to 8-6 or 8-4. And they needed that because it became 8-6 in the sixth inning. Not quite the comeback South Berkeley wanted. They came close, but no cigar.
Yeah, just finally our first real competitive game of this tournament. I'm grateful we were able to see it, and their elimination game, they're playing to as hard as they can, and that's just what you want to see, just competitiveness, and we saw it.
That game scoring summary was brought to you by the Mansion Injury Law Group in Martinsburg. What's about seeking justice for you? Go to mansioninjurylaw.com and now get you some stats from this one. Colton Nichols started off for South Berkeley, only went a third of an inning before Bo Burkhart tried to claw through the rest of it for South Berkeley. Burkhart went 4 2/3, gave up 7 hits, 5 runs, only 3 earned, struck out 3 and walked 1. On the other side, Jacob Burns went 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, 3 earned, 4 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts before Braxton Whittington pitched a clean 5th inning for Hedgesville. 1 inning, 2 strikeouts, allowed just 1 hit. And then J.P. Kaplan gave up 2 runs on 2 hits and struck out 1 in a third of an inning before Henry Staub struck out 2 2/3 of an inning. For South Berkeley, 3 RBI day on 2 doubles for Blake Benjamin. 2 RBIs for Aaron Larrick on a single in the 4th inning. He also had a single in his other at-bat as well. On the Hedgesville side, it was 2 doubles and an RBI for Brennan Stowell. Stolen base for Henry Staub and a single. An RBI double for Braxton Whittington. He came across the score twice in this one. Noah Myers had an RBI single. And some singles all throughout the lineup from Harper, a double from Kaplan, and a single from Colton Wilson as well. Today, those are game stats, and they're brought to you by CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. Proud to be the owners who just care more. And Colton, our last thing to do here for today is to give out the player of the game. Nobody really stood out way above the rest for Hedgesville today, but we ended up deciding on who we thought, and Colton in the end. Got to give it to the color guy, and that's who ends up deciding the player of the game full on. I can't stop you from saying whatever name you want to say right now.
Say whoever I want, but I'm going to go with who we agreed on. Braxton Whittington, he had a solid outing on the mound, 1 inning pitched, 1 hit, but 2 strikeouts. And batting, he had a RBI double. And I think I think just being able to do it on the mound in the batter's box is just really important. And I think he was a big part in that victory. Those 2 strikeouts, hanging on in the later innings, just keeping South Berkeley at bay.
Yeah, it was a pretty spread out performance for Hedgesville from the plate, and then I think he was the one that was kind of able to contribute as a pitcher and a hitter, best of both worlds today. So I think that's a good choice. So player of the game, that's Parsons Ford, 1400 Shepherdstown Road, online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first, Parsons, and that'll do it. Here from Cooper Field at Hedgesville, there's just 1 game left in this Area 1 tournament for District 6. That's scheduled for tomorrow. Now, the weather for tomorrow does look kind of iffy. There's about a 60 to 90% chance of rain throughout most of the day, including the evening first and foremost. But if they can play tomorrow, they will play at 6 o'clock in the evening. That's Hedgesville and Jefferson to decide who joins Martinsburg as Area 1 champion. They will be the Area 1 runner-up, the winner of tomorrow's game. That wraps us up. Kyler High back at the studio. Ethan Elliott behind the TV10 camera. Colton Musgrove next to me. I'm Dylan Bishop saying so long for now. This has been West Virginia Little League Baseball on TV10. Hope you have a great rest of your Sunday night.
We thank you for listening to live play-by-play coverage of Little League All-Star Baseball. Little League All-Star Baseball is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR, Martinsburg. All rights reserved.